In this video, I will go over the requirements for the last paper, the research paper. And we are writing an argumentative research paper because we are writing about essay number 2's topic and just expanding on essay number 2. So you can keep everything that you wrote for the last essay, and then you're going to research information and expand your paper by adding specific research points to your paper. So a research paper is an expanded essay that presents your own interpretation or evaluation of an argument. When you're writing an essay just in general, you're using everything that you personally know and have thought about a subject. When you write a research paper, you build upon what you know about the subject and make a deliberate attempt to find out what others know, what people who are considered experts about the topic know. So a research paper involves surveying a field of knowledge in order to find the best possible information in that field. And again, we are building upon what you wrote in essay number 2. So taking essay number 2, which is an argumentative essay, and then adding more information to that argumentative essay to expand it into a research paper. So the additional pieces that you need to add to essay number 3 include the following. And you may have already covered some of these points in essay number 2. So if you did, then you're just that much more ahead. So identify the location and the name. If there's more than one name, sometimes people include an English name, then you feel free to include that, but you definitely need the Hawaiian name, which that should have been covered in essay number 2. Identify the mokupuni, so the island, the moku, the district, and the ahupua'a. If you click on this link, this will take you to a site in which you can hopefully fairly easily identify the ahupua'a of the Wahipana that you are researching. As an example, and make sure when you are using this, you use this search option. It works better if you actually can put an actual address in or a specific location. But I'm just going to try to do a general search and see what comes out. Let's try this for white people. And you can see that now we're zooming in on the map, and there should be a little circle. If we click on the circle, this information is going to help us identify the geographic locations that I just mentioned. So we can click on the little next arrow, and then this pop-up will help us see the information that we need. So the mokupuni is Hawaii, the moku is Aumakua, and I'm going to get rid of this little thing. It's blocking the ahupua'a is actually white people. So this is just a really quick introduction to this site. If you use the site and you're still having trouble finding the geographic information that I'm asking you to include in your essay, please let me know. I can help you out with that. So back to the additional requirements. Briefly describe the prominent land features. Identify some of the practices and traditions associated with the place or the Wahipana. Identify, and this is just one of these, but if you want to include more than one, you're welcome to do so. A story, a hula, a song, an olelo no'eau, a chant about the Wahipana, and briefly explain how it relates to the place itself. Find a wind or a rain name. If you're having trouble finding a specific wind or rain for the Wahipana itself, it's okay to use a wind or a rain associated with a specific district. There are hundreds of wind and rain names. And there's a specific book that talks just about name names, which is really helpful in doing this piece of the research. Research the historical context of the Vaticana and identify at least one historically significant aspect about the Vaticana. You could talk about maybe there's a Heiau, maybe, well, that's for you to research, but something historical associated with the Vaticana. And then I'll add a counter argument and a rebuttal. For the conclusion, I'm asking that you write one full page that offers a solution or a call to action related to your argument, and or, so you could do either or you can do both, a personal reflection in which you address how your research has informed and strengthened your connection with community and place, and any personal insights that you've made while you were completing this essay and doing this research. For your guidelines, again, MLA format, 6 to 8 pages. This is excluding the works cited page. And again, don't worry, it's not like you're starting from scratch to write 6 to 8 pages. You're taking what you already have, which is a good 4 to 5 pages in essay number 2, and adding on to that. So maybe an additional 2 pages, 2 to 3 pages you're writing. A minimum of 5 sources. The sources need to be reliable. Part of your grade will depend on the quality of the sources. 2 of the sources need to be from either an academic journal article or a credible published book. You need to include at least one direct quote or paraphrase from each of the 5 sources. You're welcome to use any sources that you used in essay number 2. And I encourage you, if you can, to include personal interviews. Sometimes the best information you're going to find about a Vaticana is not going to come from a book. It's going to come from the auntie or the uncle who's associated with this place. Maybe it could be one of your own family members. You could talk to them, interview them, with that information they know about the place, if they're willing to share it for this purpose, and use that for your essay. And then, of course, a works cited page. And then this is a link to the rubric for your essay. If you have any questions, if you're having trouble adding more information, finding information for this paper, please let me know. I am happy to meet with you and help you get through this. Thank you.